Shalom Israel, we are I.S.U.P.K One West on John 25th Street, New York, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA, and I'm Prison Officer Yakad, Prison Officer $1, our camp leader. And today is the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the ending of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And then we're going also into the Feast of First Fruits, and we are about to begin the service. First Feast.
Sha, ban ban yam yam, ban ya shala.
Sha, ban ban yam yam, ban ya shala.
Yahweh bless you and say back to Tom.
Yahweh bless you and say back.
La shala to Israel.
Medium upon your down to the right stand. As I face the east, I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Sir. Banawa, Shabashamayam, Shabashamayadash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, I.S.U.P.K, Zaka, Yah, Ratis, Kawa, Yah, Shumaya, Nathan, Manawa, Lakam, Lakar, Yawam, Wasalatno, Kalabatno, Wasalatno, Kalabatina, now, Isaiah 1, Shino, Shino, Right, Yah, Laka, Malaka,
God's prayers in the English, what he said was our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, your power, thy kingdom come, your will be done, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us our debts, we forgive our debtors, lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
We say, bless Israel, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Rabbanu, Yasha'al, Sapari, Rapah, Magan, Hashem, Shai,
Right? Bless Israel in English. What we said was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh, bless us, and Israel, and the school, bless, heal, shield, protect all of us, in the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it.
We're going to see correctly, Paul. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai,
Right, but we said the English was Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, please give us a power to heal all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against some people spirits, cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it.
Say Psalm 121 in Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Al-Harayam, Ayan, Yaba'a, Azariah, Ayam, Yahweh, Sha'a, Shamayam, Aratiza, Aliyatan, Yamawa, Magalka, Aliyanawam, Shamarka, Ba'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yashan, Shawama, Sha'al, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Aliyah, Yanka, Awamam, Shamash, La'a, Yukaka, Wairak, Alayala, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Kaira, Yashama, Tanash Baka, Yahweh, Shema, Azahafka, Alaka, Ayata, Wai, Iwalam.
Right? Psalm 21 in English, what he said was, I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot, he will not suffer to be moved. He that keepeth thee, will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel, shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shield. Upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out, thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore.
This is Psalm 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Takara, Al-Tashakwa, Al-Yahanna, Al-Yabaka, Yahama Yawan, Al-Ash, I.S.U.P.K, Al-Irawa, Sawada, Wayata, TITHES, Ayatazapawanka, Marwa, Nakawa, Nakadam, Gawya, Wala'a, Yazaka, Sham Wada, Kaya, Waitazawa, Baba, Yakarwa, Ayaka, Ariya, Yakarathwa, Alahayaka, Adawam, Wayashamai Alayam, Mawa'aba, Agarayam, Bab, Imawan, Imalak, Al-Shap, I.S.U.P.K, Azawar, Gam Ashawar, Wanawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawai, Nabanya Nawat, Salah, Shalaham, Amanyam, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabyam, Anakar, Yashwan, Nashamalwa, Bayan, Arak, Ayawa, the Man, Adama, Shayatamwa, Nadad, Yamawa, Haira, Wakazabak, Wakata Zamanai, Kana Sekamwa, Asha, Amaro, Layarasha, Nanawa, Ata, Awata, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagalga, Selaki, Galgala, Kapwash, Lapanera Waka, Ash, Saba Ira, Wayakalaha, Talahat, Arayam, Kam, Tarapadma, Masaraika, Wasa, Paska, Sabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Bashwa, Wayabahalwa, Ayat, Wayakaparwa, Wayabalu, Wayadayo, Wayakta, Shamka, Yahweh, Badka, Ayawan, Al-Kaha, Ratiza.
Right now, Psalm 83 in English. Keep not thou silent, O Lord. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Lord. For lo, thine enemies are in a turn, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against you. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Jebal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. And the inhabitants of Tyre. As so also is joined with them. They have hope on the children of God. Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as unto Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zebah. Yea, all their princes as Zebah and as Zalmunna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God. Make them like a weed. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. And as the flame set in the mountain. On fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Lord. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, and the Most High of all. Sir?
Yeshabel, which means to be seated. Today we'll be reading from the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 1. Wayadaba Yahweh, Allah, Mashah, La'amah, verse 2. Daba, Allah, Bani Shahala, Wa'amah, Alahayam, Mawa'idaya, Yahweh, Asha, Tadaratawa, Atam, Makora, Ayah, Kodash, Allah, Alaham, Ham, Mawa'idaya, with 3, Shashat, Yam, the Aisha, Mala'aka, Selaki Malaka, Wabaya, Wama, Hashabaya Aya, Shabbat 1, Mokora, Kodash, Kal, Mala'aka, La'a, the Aishawa, Shabbat, Hawa'a, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawashabat, Yakam, verse 4, Alaha, Mawa'idaya, Yahweh, Makora Aya, Kodash, Asha, Takora Awa, Atam, Bama'aiwa Aidan, verse 5, Bakatash, Hara'a Shawan, Ba'arabaya, Ba'arabai, Aishara, Lakadash, Banya, Ha'ai, Raba'a, Salakia, Ha'ai, Raba'ayam, Pasak, La Yahweh, the 6, Wabaka Mash, Aishara, Ya'aiwam, La Kadash, Azaha, Kaga, Hamatazawa, La Yahweh, Shaba'aitha, Yam Yam, Matazawa, Ta'akalawa, Kusem, Bayawam, Hara'asha Awam, Makwa'ara, Kadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Kal, Malakaf, Ibada, La'a, Aishawa.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which you shall proclaim to be an holy convocation, even these are my feasts. Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Most High in all your dwelling. Verse 4.
Right, so the Lord was speaking, the Lord was telling Moses, tell the people of Israel concerning the feast, right, of which the Lord is giving them, right? When they read the whole of Leviticus, the 20th chapter, they will tell you all the feasts that the Lord said to celebrate. You won't see Christmas Day, you won't see Valentine's Day, there you won't see Mother's Day, you won't see a birthday, you ain't gonna see Father's Day, you ain't gonna see none of those days that the Lord said to celebrate. You won't see those days there. But when you read the Leviticus, the 20th chapter, you will see all the feasts. The feast of first fruits, which is coming up. You will see Passover, you will see the unleavened bread. Those are the feast days that the Lord said to celebrate, right? So Moses telling the children of Israel, these are the feasts here that he's going to explain to the children of Israel. Right? He also explained to the 6 days he shall work be done. Right? Talking about a slave now. So 6 days he shall go out and slave on a slavery, right, which is the plantation, you know, or today we just call it a job. Right? Today, 6 days you go down to work, but on the 7th day is the Sabbath. What is the 7th day? The 7th day is the Saturday, because why? The first day is always a Sunday. Sunday is always the first day. So Saturday is the 7th day, Saturday is the rest day. Alright, Saturday is always the 7th day. That is the day you have to rest and you have to do no slavery on that day. Alright? So yeah. Right.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 4. These are the feasts of the Most High, even the holy convocation, which you shall proclaim in their seasons. Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Most High Passover.
Right, so again, the Passover is one of them. Say you shall have a holy convocation. You know, you're having a holy gathering now, and you shall proclaim these things in their season. Right, you have different times of the year. We just have these different feast days. Right, so on the 14th day of the first month, that is the Lord's Passover. Right, on the 14th day of the first month, right, the April 24th was the Lord's Passover. You all celebrated the Lord's Passover. Right, most likely for that was the 52nd annual of the Lord's Passover. Right, you know, you cut the lamb, you know, you get a lamb that is alive, you know, you cut open the lamb, you know, you cook it up, you season it, right, and you know, you smoke the lamb on the grill, and you eat it with unleavened bread, right, for the Passover. Right, also remembering the day that the Lord took us out of Egypt. Right? When the Lord to Moses that the children of Israel put the lamb's blood over the wall. So when the angel of death passing through the night, to kill the Egyptians. When they see that blood on the children of Israel door, they will pass over that because they know that that is Israel. Right? They're coming to kill all the first one of the Egyptians. Right? Also toward the Passover, that is the beginning of the year. Right? There's a lot of things that the Christian church won't tell nobody, but on Passover is the beginning of the year. Right? So, yeah, right, sure.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread. Unto the Most High, 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 6.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 7. In the first day you shall have an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein.
Right? So on the 15th day of the same month, right? Remember, that's on the 14th day of the first month is the Passover. Then the 15th day, which is right the next day, you're going to have the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. Right? 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. Give me Exodus chapter 12. Verse 14.
Exodus chapter 12 and verse Exodus chapter 12 and verse 15. 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. Even the first day you shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
Right, so 7 days they shall eat unleavened bread, just like what we read in Leviticus 25th chapter. So that's 7 days you have to eat unleavened bread. Right, on the 15th day of the first month. Right, 7 days you have to eat unleavened bread. You have to put everything out of your houses, everything that is leavened, put it out of your house. So wherever, if it's toothpaste, had a pot your house, pay it out. If it's baking powder, baking soda, anything that has raisin agents in it, yeast, put it out of your house. Certain snacks have raisin agents in it. Certain cereals have raisin agents in it. Just read the ingredients and you're going to know what has to be out of your house. Right? I believe there's something called, I forget, it's called yeast, I forget the name of the called, right? Yeast tartrate or something so that. I forget the name of the called. But once it have any raisin agents, just read the ingredients, put it out of your house. Alright? Just put it out of your house. So yeah, continue the answer. That's it. No, that's
16?
Yeah, we go.
Exodus chapter 12 and verse 16. In the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the 7th day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you.
Right.
Verse 17. And you shall observe the feast of unleavened bread. For in this same day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall you observe this day in your generation by an ordinance forever.
Right, so again, this is just a memorial to remember the day that the Lord took us out of the hands of those Egyptians and right? This is just a memorial to remember all of that. Right? The feast of unleavened bread. That is the day that the Lord brought us out of the armies, out of the land of Egypt. So we have to remember this in our generations forever. Right? After the firstborn of them had died out from Egypt, Pharaoh said, all right, Moses, take your people and I'll go. Right? The armies of Egypt tell the children of Israel, right, I'll go fast. because we were coming to kill her. So when the armies are not telling the children of Israel go fast, for we coming to kill her, for the upset. You know, the firstborn just died. Right? Children of Israel say, all right, let we don't know we send this flour and water, let we just put flour, water, make it, and let we go. Because if they put yeast in it, it had to take a while for it to raise. They didn't have no time for them to wait for the yeast. When they put the yeast in the bread, the dough to make it raise. So they had to just put flour and water, knead it, bake it, and go. They didn't have time to make it raise. Right? So that is how the Feast of Unleavened Bread comes. Remembering all of that, what we went through it with the dissolve. Right? Yeah, 18, go ahead. 18.
Exodus chapter 12 and verse 18. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at even, you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at even. Verse 19. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses, for whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land.
Right, so if you have leaven in the house for those 7 days, it shall be cut off from Israel. Right? Whether you have it in your house, you will be cut off. Makara, give me 1 Corinthians 5 and verse. That was 1. 1 Corinthians 5 and verse 1.
God. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 1. It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife.
Right.
Verse 2.
So there was fornication, there was evilness going on in the school, right? There was all sorts of evilness going on in the school, but go ahead.
Verse 2. And ye are puffed up, and have not rather mourned, that he that hath done this deed might be taken away from among you.
When verse 4? Verse 4.
Verse 4. In the name of our Lord Yahawashi, when ye are gathered together, and my spirit with the power of our Lord Yahawashi. Verse 5. To deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the...
Right, so okay, so what's going on here now? Paul and he is preparing the men and them in Corinth, right, to celebrate the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Right, that's what's going on here. So Paul, he heard that there was some people, how to say, not keeping the standards of the Most High, right? Not keeping the standards of what Christ and them laid down. Right? So Paul was hearing that, right? And you know, it was so important that the people in the school at that time, you know, keep the standards, because that's the tradition that was set up by the forefathers. Right? So Paul now, he's hearing these things going on in Corinth, and he's preparing even and them now for the Passover and for the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Right? But some people wasn't keeping the standards. Right? That was so important to keep at that time and even now.
Right.
Right? So I'm reading about verse 5.
Verse 5. To deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh.
Right, destruction of the flesh. Who knows what that is? When they say destruction of the flesh, what is that? When they say destruction of the flesh, what do you mean by that?
Yes, so like I said, if I mean,
right.
I believe that. Okay. Yes, so like I said, stand to be corrected, but I believe that's supposed to be before the death.
Right, yeah. So that is it, the death. So Paul said, all right, that person who is not keeping the standard has to be delivered unto Satan. All right, that's what Paul is saying. That person who is not keeping the standards or or what Christ set down, the standards of what Paul himself set down, who we learn from Christ, because Christ learned from the Most High and so forth. Right? So Paul saying, all right, that person who's not keeping the standards, deliver him to Satan. Right? Again, in this school here, as the journalists always say, we don't allow sinners in the school. Right? It's not the home of hypocrites.
Right.
It's the home of the truth. Right? So Paul was like, all right, the people that sin, purge them out. Let Satan have them. Right? Just purge them out and let Satan have them. Destruction of the flesh. Let them die. So send them to Satan, people who sinning, and let Satan destroy them. Let Satan just kill them. Right? So he's saying, hand them over to Satan, let them die. Right? So you like to smoke? All right. Let him continue to smoke weed. Let him continue to smoke cigarettes. The cigarette box actually saying it is cancerous. You still want to smoke. All right, no problem. Let him smoke. Hand him over to Satan and let him die. Right? Because when he comes back into the earth again, because reincarnation exists, when he dies and he comes back into the earth again, he is going to learn his lesson. Right? That is what happened with Benjamin. Benjamin and them everybody was like homosexuals. Right? When the Messiah almost wiped them out. I believe it was every woman they had wiped out. All the Benjamite women, I believe, had got killed out. And just a very few Benjamite men had remained. First, everybody was flaming homosexuals, and the ones who was not was supporting it. But look at Benjamite now. Every homosexual, let's see, they want to kill them. Just look at Jamaica. Or going to Jamaica, those homosexuals are live under some rock. They can't come out in the open, but they want to kill them. Because why the Benjamites and them learned their lesson. They don't want to be wiped out again at like what happened in that time. They want to be wiped out again. So when he comes back in the reincarnation, he will learn. So destruction of the flesh, and them over to Satan. Let them die. Right? Time more in that. We were that was 5.
Come. Read from the top again?
Yeah.
Come. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 5. To deliver such an one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord I.S.U.P.K. Verse 6.
Right, so that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord I.S.U.P.K. Right, so hand them over to Satan so that they die, so that that day when so that they're going to be saved in the day of Christ. They're going to be saved. Right, that's the only way to save them. Right, it's no other way to save them than to hand them over to Satan and make them die. Right, because you talk to them already and they're listening. So hand them over to Satan and let them die. That is the only way for them to be saved. Because when they come back in the reincarnation now, they're going to learn their lesson. Right, so yeah, go ahead.
Verse 6. Your glory is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaven the whole lump?
Go ahead.
Verse 7. Purge out therefore the old leaven, right, that ye may be a new lump.
Right, so okay, so when it says your glorying is not good, it's talking about people glorifying sinners. Right, your glorying is not good. It's talking about people glorifying sinners. Who does that today? The Christian church does that today.
Right.
Pastor Coffee, Pastor Gemma, the Archbishop Charles Gordon, right here in Trinidad, they just glorify sinners. Those people in the fake camps, they glorify sinners. They don't make sinners change their ways. They just glorify them. So Paul's saying your glory is not good. Right? Those are people who just glorify sinners. Read what verse 7. Verse 7,
verse 7. Purge out therefore the the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened.
Right. So purge out the old leaven. So okay. So I was saying before, right? All the leaven needs to be out your house. Everything that has leavening agents in it had to be out of your house. So now, because Paul is celebrating the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Paul is using it as how the school should be. Paul is using the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread and the leaven and the unleavening as how the school should be. Right? Yes, I can read it again. Verse 7.
God, verse 7. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened.
Right? So the school has to get out that leaven. The school has to get out that things that are puff it up. Right? Because that what leaven does do. Puff up something. So the school has to get rid of that thing that has puff it up. Right? And okay, so what does puff up Christians? Right? That's all good.
Isn't that the thing that they invest because nobody just check them off or charge them to people that they do? So the thing, that they invest now because they get the money the wrong way or whatever way they have an excuse to it, right? And one travel station is going and nobody just hold them accountable or nobody just say, oh, they're afraid people. This is an example over the entire school or the entire church, right? So they'll continue doing it. So that'll pop them up too. So they feel like, they're blessed now because the Lord loved this and he said that it will as it is preached.
Right. You right, but it have one word faith. You right, but it have one word faith. That was hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. That is it.
Right.
Because of hypocrisy. That is what is pop up Christians, because Christians is full of pride and it's full of ego. Right? There is molest, steal, rob, rape, do all sorts of evilness. Right? And the Christian leaders like Pastor Coffee, Pastor Gemma, all of them, they're proud to do that because of hypocrisy. That is what is pop up Christians. Give me the piece up in Luke chapter 12, verse 1. Luke chapter 12, verse 1. Michael,
The book of Luke chapter 12 and verse 1. In the meantime, when they were gathered together, an innumerable multitude of people, insomuch that they trod one upon another.
Right, so it had so much people at that time that damn near like it was a stampede. Some people stamping on each other. It was like a stampede. It had so much people. Right, good.
He began to say unto his disciples, first of all.
Right, so Christ now started to talk to his disciples. Right, it had a whole multitude. He was there, and the first thing Christ started to tell his multitude is good.
Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy.
Right. Read that over again, that last one.
Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy.
Right. So Christ said, the first thing Christ says is, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and them. The Pharisees today is so-called Christian leaders. Right, again, Pastor Gemma, Christian leader, them is the Pharisees. Pastor Coffee, Archbishop Charles Gordon, T.D. Jakes, Eddie Long, you name it, all the Christian leaders, they are the Pharisees. Right? They are hypocrisy. That's what Christ is saying. Beware ye the leaven of Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Right? Hypocrisy is why Christians are so proud and full of pride, because they say things that they don't do. Right? That was the Christians and them. That was full of hypocrisy, full of pride and ego, because they just say things that they don't do. Right? Just like what the general was bringing out the other day with this pastor, he went on opera saying he used to watch porn, he was addicted to it, he take the whole, it's a whole damn near draw load of porn, he carry down straight down the road, throw it in the bin, you know, and drive back home, you know. Now after he done, he just go back and get the, drive back up to get the porn and watch it, right? And then on Sundays, he preaching to the Lord, right? So there's hypocrites. So that Christ tell them, beware ye, the leaven of Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. Right? They're coming up boasting, pride, they're puffing up. They're doing this, they're singing songs, they're talking all kind of things to the Lord, and they're not doing what it does say. That is hypocrisy. That's what Christ said. Right? Hypocrisy does make us swell up with pride and say things that you don't mean. That's what the Christian church and them do.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Maka, where was that?
Yeah, verse 7.
Right. Yeah. Read what you
God. 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump.
Right. That ye may be a new lump. That new lump is okay. Well, in reality, they're talking about just like the flour and water, the dough. Right. But again, there's just some metaphor that Paul was using. So we is the new lump that Paul was really talking about. Right. We is the new lump. It was really a dough, but that's how it defeats of unleavened bread. He just using a metaphor to speak to us on it, right? So we is the new lump, right? Continue.
As ye are unleavened.
Right, as we are unleavened. Unleavened is talking about be that new lump, because Allah is not hypocrites. Right? Right? They say put all the old leaven. Right? What have we puffed up with pride, just like them Christians and them? Are we saying things that we don't do? Right? She's saying be a new lump. Be this new lump of dough. As you have no leaven in it, as you're not puffed up and being a hypocrite. Just like what those Christian leaders does do. Right? Continue.
For even Yahawashi, our Passover, is sacrificed for us.
Right? So even as Christ, our Passover, is sacrificed for us, so of course we know we just kill the Passover, what to say, every Passover. Meaning what? The Passover is the lamb. And we just kill those lambs, plenty lambs we just kill for the Passover. Right? Christ is our Passover, meaning, well, the Passover is the lamb. Right? So Christ is the lamb. That's what it's speaking about. Right? The lamb, again, is what made the angel of death pass over us when we were slaves in Egypt. Right? So, again, we mustn't be like these hypocrites in the Christian church. Right? We have to purge out that old leaven. Right? Purge it out. Purge out that old leaven from the camp and all. Right? Get that old leaven out of us. And get rid of that hypocrisy that has made us sin. Right? Yeah. Verse 8.
Verse 8. Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice.
Right? Malice. So let us keep the feast. Right? Therefore, let us keep the feast. Not with old leaven. Right? Not with being a hypocrite, as Pastor Coffee and them is, not with that, right? Not with the old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice. When I say malice, right, like an evil thought, right? You're premeditating to do something, something evil, right? Yeah, go ahead.
And wickedness,
right? Wickedness, breaking God's laws. Right? Go ahead.
But the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth.
Right? But with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. Right? That is what we have to do here. That's what we do in UPK. We having this unleavened. We doing this thing unleavened. We're not puffed up like those Christians and them. Being leavened like those Christians. Saying things you don't mean. Right? You say we don't smoke, we don't smoke. Understand? The same is not adultery, is not adultery. Christians saying it to don't be it, and they're doing it. Right? If we in the UPK say we're not doing it, then that's what we're doing. We're not doing it.
Right.
Alright? But the Christian again, because they're hypocrites that say things they don't do. Alright, so yeah, so what that was it? That was the question, right? That was the question?
Yeah.
You finished with it? Yeah, so next question.
Madam? Next, please.
Maikwa, Ban Banyanyam Banyashala.
Maikwa, Ban Banyanyam Banyashala.
How about some of your check of thumb?
How about you the check of that? Yeah, that's it. Continuing reading the book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 8. Wahakwa Rabatam Asha La Yahweh Shaba Isa Yam Yam Bayawam Ashaya Aya Makora Kwadash Kal Mama Malakaya Selake Malaka Ibada La'a Ta Aishawa verse 9 Wayadaba Yahweh Allah Masha La'ama verse 10 Daba Allah Banya Yasha'ala Wa'a Mara Alaham Hiya Taba'awa Allah Ha'arat Asha Banya Nathan Lakan Waqataza Ratham Ata Qataza Yara'a Wahaba Atham Ata Aimara Ra'ashaya Qataza Ya'arakam Allah Hakam verse 11 Wahanaya Salakia Wahanaya Ata Ha'aima Lapanya Yahweh La Rataza Nakam Mama Akatra Hashabah Yanaya Panyawa Hakan verse 12 Wa Aisha Yatham Panyawam Anaya Pakam Ata Ha'ai Mora Kabash Tamayam Ban Shanatawa La Ailaha La Yahweh verse 13 Wama'a Katahwa Shanaya Aishara Nayam Salah Balawala Bashaman Asha La Yahweh Rayaka Nayakaka Wanasaka Yayan Rabaya Aita Ahana verse 14 Walakam Wakwalaya Wakaramal La'a Ta'aikawalawa Aida Aitazam Hazayawam Hazaha Aida Habaya Akam Ata Koraban Alayakam Kakwa Iwalam Ladabara Yakam Bakar, Mashabath Yakam. Yes.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. In the 7th day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come into the land which I gave unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11.
Right, so it's talking about wave the sheep. Right, when I say wave the sheep, it's talking about show it before the people. Right, and of course, this is going into the first fruits. Right, I believe this is right after the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Right, so the Feast of First Fruits is right after the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Feast of First Fruits is now celebrated by having, a feast, but it was originally celebrated like many other holy days with animal sacrifices and with food and drink offerings. But since the death of Yahawashi, animal sacrifices have been done away with. Right, and this is explained in the, we will go a little bit more about it on that day of the Feast of First Fruits. But when they go into the book of Hebrews, they will explain more that Christ now, he's our sacrifice and our offering. Right, so we gotta sacrifice animals and things again anymore. Right, Christ, he is our sacrifice and our offering. Right, so yeah,
Can, verse 11. And he shall wave the sheep before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day, when ye wave the sheep, an lamb without blemish of the first year, for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
Right, without blemish just means, just give the best. Just take the best of whatever animal. It mustn't have no cut on it. It mustn't, it mustn't be sick. It must just be the best. Right, well taken care of. Right? Good. Now, what do you mean by blemish? Good.
Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, for an offering made by fire unto the Lord, for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the 4th part of an hin.
Right, so mingle with flour, talking about with oil, talking about dumplings. Right, with sweet savor, that means it tastes good. Just make it taste good. Right, put the seasoning, put the salt, make it taste good. All right, good.
Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the self same day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
Imagine. Next, priest.
Makakobal, ban banyanyam, banyashala.
Makakobal, ban banyanyam, ban yashala.
Yahweh Shimei Shabrakata.
Yahweh Shemel Shabakar. Sabian, which means to be seated. And we continue the reading in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 15. Wasaparatham, Lakam, Mamakarat, Hashabah, Mayawam, Habaya Makam, Ata, Aima, Tana, Salakia, Hatan, Wapa, Aishab, Shabbat Wata, Shabbat Wa, Tamayama, Tahaya Yanaha, verse 16, Aida, Mamakarat, Hashabah, Hashabayatha, Tasapawa, Kama Shayam, Yawam, Wahakoratham, Mamanaka, HaKadash, La Yahweh, verse 17, Mamawa Bawaf, Yakam, Taba'awa, Lakam, Tanawapa, Tashayam, Shaniya, Aishara, Nakam, Salah, Tahaya, Yanawa, Kamataza, Ta'apanya, Bakam Mara, Salakia, Baka Warayam, La Yahweh, verse 18, Wahakorataba, Waha Parabatham, Ayla, Halakam, Shaba'aitha, Kabashayam, Tamayam, Banya, Shana, Wakara, Ban, Wakara, Akar, Wa'ayalam, Shanayam, Yahayawa, Ayla, La Yah, Wamana Kamatham, Wanasa Kayaham, Asha, Wayaka, Nayakaka, La Yahweh, verse 19, Wa'ai Shayakam, Salakia, Wa'ai Shayatam, Aishara, Isayam, Akad, Laka Araf, Wa Shaniya, Kabashayam, Banya, Shaniya, Salakia, Shanaha, Latazabah, Salakia, Latazabaka, Shalayama, Shalamayam, verse 20, Wahana Yapa, Akana, Atam, Al, Lakam, Abakariam, Tanawap, Lapanya, Yahweh, Al, Shanya, Kabashiam, Kadash, Ayawa, La Yahweh, Lakana, verse 21, Wakara, Wakaratham, Ba'aitazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Makora, Kodash, Yaha, Lakam, Ka, Mala'akaf, Ibada, La'a, Aishawa, Kakat, Iwalam, Bakar, Mawabath Yakam, Ladarath Yakam. That's it.
All right, come on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Read on. Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Most High Power.
So new meat offering just means something new to cook. Right?
Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Most High Power.
Right, so they shall be baken with leaven, talking about paying yeast in it to make it rise, or whatever reason agents to make the bread rise. Right? Good.
Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Most High, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Most High Power.
All right, so it's going to be plenty food, plenty drinks, right? All the lambs they're going to bring, they're going to be the best, without blemish. They're going to be the best. Right? By the time it's done, you're going to swell up, get big and fat, because it's cost us plenty food. Right? Go ahead.
That one can. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. Verse 20. And the priests shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Most High.
Sure, before the Lord. Go ahead.
And the 2 lambs, they shall be holy to the Most High Power for the priests. Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations. That was it.
Yeah. That is saying Majam. This brings us to the end. Sir? Sir?
La Yashal. La Yashala to Israel.
Saying Majam. When you are done, you turn and face the east. So you Lord's Prayer with the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shemai, Kodash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Ratazaka, I.S.U.P.K, Maratazaka, Kawa, Hashemaya, Latan, Nawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawa, Masalakno, China, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Walamim, Aman.
In English, what we said was our Father.
Our Father, God in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts,
And we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
We're going to say the power. Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua, in English, what we said was Yahweh. Name of Yahushua. Please give us the power.
Please give us the power
to heal
all manner of sickness,
all
manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to raise the
power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean
spirits,
cast them out.
Name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
We say now, bless Israel, Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Barakanawa,
Wabaya,
Sapari,
Barak,
Magan,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Tuaraman.
What you said in English was Lord. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel.
And the school.
Bless.
Heal. Shield.
Protect our
Lord.
In the
name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha,
Ayanya, Isaiah, Mayam, Yahweh, Aisha, Ayatan, Samawat, Ragalka, Ayadawam, Shamka,
Anna,
Ganawam, Wala'a,
Yashan,
Shawama,
Ashala,
Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Zalka, Ayat, Yamawam, Hashema, La'a, Kaka, Mayra, Ayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Kaira, Yashema, Atana, Yahweh, Yashema, Tazahaka, Wabaka, Mayata, Wa'id, Iwalam. Right in the English, what we said was, I will lift up my eyes. Unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer. Thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade. Upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. This is something in Trinidad Hebrew. Alahaya, Adamayalaka, Altakarash, Altashakwa, Alkayanna, Amayawan, Ash, Ainamaka, Arawa, Sawada, Ayata, Ayatazawan, Marwa, Akawa, Makadam, Gawia, Wala'a, Zaka, Shakashab, Iwada, Kaya, Aitazawa, Laba, Yakado, Baria, Yakaratwa, Alahaya, Adamwa, Wayashama Alaya, Mawa'aba, Hagaraya, Bab, Imawan, Alasha, Imashabia, Gamashawa, Alawa, Ayawa, Sarawai, Labanya Salawa, Aisha, Laham, Kamadia, Saya, Sarah, Kayabia, Anakab, Yashua, Ashamadwa, Mayan, Dara, Ayawa, the man, Adama, Shayatamo, Lada,
Yamawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakatazamanai, Wakana say Kamwa, Asha, Amaro, Ayarasha, Nawa, Ata, Alahayo, Shayatamwa, Kagalga, Kakwash, Napanya, Waka, Kaash, Saba Ira, Wakalaba, Alahat, Mariam, Khan, Tarapamadma, Masaraika, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalo, Panyaham, Palawan, Waya, Wakwashwa, Shamka, Yahao, Yabashwa, Wayaka Bahalo, Idea, Wayakaparo, Wayakabado, Wayadayo, Wayata, Shamka, Yahawa, Abatka, Ayawan, Akaha, Aratasa. Right, in the English, what he said was, keep not thou silent. Keep not thou silent, O Lord. Hold not thy peace. Hold thy peace. And be not still, O Lord. For lo, enemies make a tumult. They that hate me, lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. Consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us. Come and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederated against me. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes and Gilgal, Ammon, Amalek, Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre, also is joined with them. They have put on the children of blood. Selah, do unto them, unto the Midianites, as to Syria, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make them noble, like Oreb, and Zebub. Yea, all their princes, Azeba, and Azalmana, who said, let us take to ourselves, the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a weed, as a stumble before the wind, as the fire burning the wood, and as the flame set in the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they will seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded, and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the Most High, over all the earth. So, men of Israel, let's give one criticism salute. Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Hashem Shabbat. Yagimata, class dismissed. Shalom.